Hi everybody, my name is Kia Alani. Welcome back to my channel. See, I didn't keep y'all waiting a long time. Y'all, I'm sorry, this ice is pissing me the fuck off. I should have just not put ice in here. Sorry, it's rattling. Anyway, my name is Kia Alani. Welcome in. If you're new, we're doing another story time. I'm excited about this one, y'all, because I'm talking about new characters. And I like when I talk about new characters. So if at the end of the story you like the story, please consider liking and commenting and subscribing. All of us appreciate it. So let's have a sip of our wine. Oh well, this technically it's wine, but it's mixed. It's the Mai Tai on the rocks with orange juice, blueberry lemonade, and the Aldi sweet red wine, the Winkin' Owl. But anyway, let's have a sip of our wine. That's good. And let's get into this. Okay, y'all. So today we're gonna talk about how my friend just turned into a weirdo, y'all. The lady turned so weird on me. Like my dog, my ace, my girl. She just got to turn so freaking weird on me, y'all. Like it's still to this day, it's still crazy because I don't understand what happened. Because when I say we was like this, man. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so I have mentioned to y'all in a past story time that I worked at McDonald's from when I was about 16 to 19. I have a lot of story times about that, but okay, let's take it all the way back. Okay, so I had a friend that had a job. She worked at McDonald's, and she was always telling me we went to school together. She was always telling me how easy it was to get inside McDonald's. That her checks be good. At the time, we were still in high school, and she said, "Yeah, I work 5 days a week." She used to get off work like 5 to 9 or something like that. But she like, yeah, it's like real good. It's easy money. And then the lady who be plugging everybody in, literally do the application. I'm gonna give you her number. Call her and say that somebody gave you her number and she gonna put you in. So I'm like, okay, like I can do that. Like at this time I did work. I did have a job in the past before McDonald's. McDonald's was my first real job. I did work before, but I worked at After School Matters. I'm not sure if that's everywhere, but it's in Chicago. It's After School Matters. And yeah, I worked that job for like 3 months, and when I finally got paid, my check was like $100, which they told me that up front. It wasn't like a regular job. I think that was really just something to keep kids out of trouble. But anyway, so my friend told me about the job. So I'm like, okay, cool. So she sent me the link to do the application. I remember we was in school. I had got on a computer. I did the application, and did I have a phone at the time? I don't think I had a cell phone at the time, so I put down my house phone number. Let's take a sip of my wine. Hold on. Anyway, I put down my house phone number. So at the time, I did the application, like days go by. I don't hear nothing back from the lady. So around that time, something was going on with our house phone, y'all. I don't know what was going on, but we had to get a new phone or something like that. And then eventually, whenever the phone situation had got fixed, I think I checked the voicemail or something, and I got like a voicemail from the lady. Let's call her. Does she really don't need a name, or does she? No, she don't. But the lady, like the big boss, who my friend was telling me like plug everybody in. I see that she had called me a few days ago, so I had called her back. I was like panicking. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. I called her back. I'm like, hi, this is Nakia. I'm just hearing your voicemail. I'm so sorry. My phone, like we were having problems with it. We had just got a new phone, but like I'm still like really, really interested in the position. So she had gave me like a long pause, and then she said, okay, come in tomorrow. I think this was the summertime, like that. Oh, yeah, this was definitely the summertime. School was just gonna get out. School was just, no, I'm lying. School just started. We just went back to school because when I got hired for this job, it was on 9/11. I would never forget it. We had just started school, like maybe back in August or something. Anyway, so she told me come to school. Then she's like, come with me tomorrow. Come up to O'Hare tomorrow. Come to Terminal 5 because that was the McDonald's that y'all worked inside the airport. Come to Terminal 5 and bring. I'll talk to you then. I think she told me to bring my social security card. No, she didn't tell me that. That's not. She said just come see you, bring your ass to be there tomorrow. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm really nervous. So back then, that's when I was like, that's when family was family. That's when my family was like really close. But anyway, so I remember I was telling my auntie like, oh my god, like she told me to come up there. I'm nervous. So my auntie, at the time I stayed. What if I stayed on like? I stayed on in a cave. Well, I stayed near, let's say, Madison and Kilbourne. At the time, I think my auntie lived on. I really couldn't even say where she lived at. I don't know. I don't know where she stayed at. But she didn't. She didn't stay near me. She didn't stay near me. But my auntie, she's like, oh my god, I'm gonna come with you tomorrow. I'm gonna meet you. Damn, what is she now? Where did she that lady stay at? I don't know. But she's like, I'm gonna come with you tomorrow. I'm gonna come to your house and then I'll go with you to the interview. I'm like, okay, thank you so much. So my auntie come to my house and then we get on. I remember we had got on the blue line and we had took it all the way to O'Hare and I was so nervous and I did my interview. And after I did my interview, the lady, she didn't necessarily tell me I got the job. She just said, come back the next day with my social security card. So I'm just so stupid and green and not knowing any better. I had told my auntie, so I had left out and I told my auntie, I'm like, oh, well she decided I got the job, but she told me to come back tomorrow with my social security card. So my auntie like, that means you got the job. That means you got the job. So she gets to calling everybody on the phone. She I gotta tell everybody this shit. My DC Pooh got the job. Yeah, and it sucks, y'all, because me and my auntie, we used to be so close. Like, me and my auntie were like this, and I love my auntie. I do love my auntie. It's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate, because back, that was one of my biggest, at the time, life moments, and she was there. She was there for a lot of stuff for me, but yeah, I can't. I still love you, but mwah, I still love you, but you ain't, you and me, we just ain't how we used to be. Anyway, so my auntie sent me to the interview. I get the job or whatever. So boom, I start the job. So me and my friend worked in Terminal 3. So my friend, she's like, ooh, hopefully you work in Terminal 3 with me. I'm like, I hope I work in Terminal 3 with you too, bitch. I'm just so freaking excited. So, okay, I get assigned my terminal. I worked in Terminal 1. I didn't get put in Terminal 3. I got put in Terminal 1. So I was like a little nervous because I'm like, I don't know anybody. But in reality, I did. We're gonna get there. Well, no, we really not. I could say this. I didn't know anybody, so around the time I started, one of my other she wasn't even my friend then. At the time, she was somebody I knew from like way back in the day. And then we had realized we knew each other, and then from there we had got close, and that's how we became like friends. That's not the friend who's in the story time, but I just want to throw it out there first. I was scared because I'm like, I don't know anybody, but then eventually my friend did come in, I knew her. But anyway, okay. So they put me in Terminal 1. Because I was still in school, I worked 5 days a week. I remember that so I used to take the high school that I went to, the green line was like right across the street. I remember I used to take the green line to Clark and Lake, switch over to the blue line, take blue line to O'Hare. So I was super nervous. I used to work the hours 5 to 9. And yeah, I was just like, so I was excited. So I wanted to make my own money. Because, I had all my senior activities coming up. And I just wanted my own money. I was excited, but I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. So I remember on my very first day there, I'm just getting trained. I'm getting introduced to people. It's that like point where it's the point where the morning coworkers are switching over because now the afternoon people are there. So the afternoon people, y'all, it really consisted of a lot of like teenager, like a lot of high schoolers versus the morning people. It was people like just graduated high school and like people who've been there forever, like old ass people. Some people were like old, but when I mean older people, it was just older people and it was older people, right? So the morning shift was older people, the second shift, it was like more so like high school kids. So I remember when my very first day, I remember like, y'all know I'm nosy, bitch. I be listening. I'm sorry. If you talking about gossip, I swear I am listening. Actually, I've been taught real well how to be nosy without anybody knowing. Y'all want to see it real quick? Okay, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. So, say this is the drum, right? Say this is the window. My window open and there's drum outside. All you gotta do is this. You looking at them from the eye, and they don't know you looking. I learned that from Auntie. Anyway, but on the very first day, I had said the lady name. Anyway, so on my very first day of work, I remember them saying that this girl was pregnant. Let's call the girl Nikisha. So I'm hearing them saying that the girl Nikisha pregnant. They say, yeah, she pregnant. She almost due, and she just found out she pregnant. So they say, which Nikisha? They say, are you talking about morning Nikisha or afternoon Nikisha? They say, we're talking about afternoon Nikisha. So this is the morning shift having a conversation amongst themselves about whoever this girl Nikisha is. So I don't know Nikisha, but I'm listening though, and yeah, I'm just listening shit out. Nikisha pregnant, that's all I know. So they training me. I had like first I think I trained on drinks. I was the drink queen, y'all. I was the drink queen in McDonald's, bitch. When they had making the drinks, they put me, see, I was not going in the kitchen. I would do drinks, I would do register, I would pass out food, I would do fries, I would make cookies, I would make pies. But when it comes to like putting them burgers together and them salads and I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that. But luckily they didn't even make me do that. But anyway, so I'm getting trained on drinks. Around the time I started, y'all, when I say it was like people starting, like, it was so many people getting hired to the point where they would schedule us all like on the same day, working the same hours, and half us would get sent home. Like it was that many. Like I'm telling y'all, the lady back then, I don't think she worked for this McDonald's anymore, because around the time I got fired, they had switched ownerships. You know, I think she did work there, but her position got changed. Anyway, I don't know. But remember I told y'all my friend said the lady plug anybody in, y'all. She really did. Like shout out, can I say Ariana? Shout out to you, Sonya, because Sonya, she hooked everybody up. So when I say it was just over capacity, it was getting to the point where really we was getting sent home. We was coming out and being there for 15 minutes and we got to clock out and take a break because they don't know where to put us. It was just so many people there, right? So I'm meeting people, you know, I'm just meeting people, and finally, like, days go by, and I see this girl. So I'm thinking she knew like me. And so I see everybody saying, hey, Nikisha. Man, I've already met the other Nikisha. The other Nikisha work on first shift. She was funny as hell. I've met her already. So I'm like, oh, Nikisha. I'm like, oh, this must be the one where they said pregnant. So, yeah, so I think Nikisha had to train me on register, because mind you, all this time I've been doing drinks. So now I finally have to get on register. So Nikisha been there. Nikisha, she looked a little older than me. Now that I think, I don't know. Why am I even saying this? She just looked so, I didn't think me and Nikisha was gonna get along. She looked so mean. She had like I have a natural mean mug. So she had like a natural mean mug. And she looked older than me, but she was shorter than me. I don't know how to describe it. I'm like, she like a little itty bitty mean woman. But I got to talk to her and she was like really cool. So, she was like really cool. We used to all like link up with each other. Well, we're gonna get there. But Nikisha was really cool. So eventually, you know, she did confirm to me that she was the one who was pregnant. Now, it's not like I went up to her and was like, girl, you know, they said you're pregnant. Like, no, just like in natural conversation as we got cool. She did say when she was pregnant. So at that point, Nikisha was like 5 months pregnant. Like, no, she was like 6 months or 7. She was like 6 or 7 months pregnant. She was pregnant as hell. But she said that, which, I mean, it ain't really my business. Basically, she said birth control is the reason she ain't know why she was pregnant anyway. She said that, I think she was on birth control. And she said she wasn't getting up. I don't know, bitch. I believe it was birth control. I don't want to go to details. But anyway, no. So me and Nikisha got like so cool, y'all. We got so cool. To the point, like, when she had to finally leave to go on maternity leave, y'all, I was so sad. Because me and Nikisha, when I said we got like this, we was talking outside of work. We was meeting up, meeting up outside of work. We was going home together, like going the same route. Me and Nikisha was so fucking cool, right? So when Nikisha get back from maternity leave, I'm like, my bitch back, my bitch back. Y'all, when I say me and Nikisha was like this, we was so fucking tight. We was so cool, right? Inside of work, we was cool. Outside of work, we talk all the time. We used to hang out with each other outside of work. Literally, it used to be me, Nikisha, and Nikisha baby. She had just had every weekend, faithfully. We didn't have nowhere in mind particularly to go. We would just be, we would go downtown, just walk around with the baby. We'll just be in a water tower. Um, like literally, we just really, and me and Nikisha, we have both graduated like the same year. Did she graduate actually? I don't know. I graduated. I don't know. She's the same year as me, but I'm not sure she graduated. Anyway, but no, like at first I say that to say first we only worked at the little 4 hour the 4 hour shifts a day, and then after we like graduated high school, that's when they had started giving us like 8 hour shifts a day, whatever. That's where we started seeing our real money and stuff. And outside of those outside of like when we had finally like when now we working our full-time hours, that's when we really started going outside with me, her, and the baby. And it used to be like me, her, and the baby used to go out. And then we had another friend who we would meet up with occasionally. And our spot was Hooters, y'all. We used to love us some fucking Hooters. We used to love, not even just Hooters though, y'all. We really used to go out. Like McDonald's, I got some story times. Not even just me and Nikisha. Me and Nikisha was like this, but just in general, McDonald's, my coworkers, a lot of us, we hung out outside of work. Anyway, me and Nikisha was like super cool to the point, y'all. Some days, me and Nikisha, and I told y'all I met DJ originally years and years and years ago when I was a teenager. Sometimes me, Nikisha, and DJ and the baby would be out together. Like me and Nikisha, we was real cool. That was my boo. At the time, Nikisha was really there for me, and I was really there for Nikisha. So that's why I didn't understand why the weird shit happened. Oh my God, y'all. Doing this story time just reminded me about another story time about another bitch at McDonald's. This goofball Jamal goofy ass bitch. We gonna get to Goofy. That bitch ain't gonna be Goofy. Anyway, so me and Nikisha was real cool. So okay, y'all. One day we're gonna talk about when the I'm going too fast. Okay, y'all. So like I said, Nikisha and me, we was all there for years. Manager Nikisha was at the McDonald's even before me. So eventually, another girl comes into get hired at McDonald's. Let me take a sip of this. Another girl get hired at McDonald's. We're gonna call her Faux Eye. We're gonna call her Faux Eye because she wear glasses, y'all. No shade, because y'all know I wear glasses. Y'all actually, this off topic, but y'all, I got into it with a girl like last week or like 2 weeks ago, and I had on my glasses. We was outside literally arguing and had on my glasses, and she like, I ain't arguing with no bitch with 4 eyes. And I pulled off my glasses like, bitch, I got 2 eyes. I don't know. That just made me think of. But no, we're gonna call her Faux Eyes. So okay, Faux Eyes get hired in at McDonald's. Faux Eyes cool as hell. So now it's me, Faux Eyes, and Nikisha hanging out outside of McDonald's. Faux Eyes and Nikisha both have kids. I didn't have any kids. Now Faux Eyes, she wasn't as close as me and Nikisha. We were cool with Faux Eyes, like really at work. Outside of work, we did go out with Faux Eyes a few times. We used to love like our spot. All 3 of our spots, we used to love Hooters. And then we went to Olive Garden before with each other. But no, we were real cool. Like I used to buy their kids stuff on holidays. I mean, like on Christmas and stuff. I used to go buy all the McDonald's kids stuff. Like we were all cool, right? So we all cool now. Y'all can say I was wrong for this. I was shady for this. I was sneak dissing for this. Yes, I was, and I was wrong for this. But I wasn't sneak dissing by myself. The whole McDonald's was saying it, but it don't make it right because I was really cool with Faux Eyes. I was really cool with her. So Faux Eyes used to always, and then now that I'm older, I'm just so immature and stupid. Okay, so Faux Eyes used to always wear her hair, like her real hair, in like a ponytail. And I don't want to say the word nappy, but back then we felt like her ponytail was nappy. Like, oh, bitch, she ain't gonna perm that shit. Just so stupid and immature. Cause like, girl, like she comfortable with her ponytail. Like me being older now, I honestly enjoy wearing my real hair, and I haven't permed my hair in years. But I was so immature and stupid back then. But we all used to have this conversation. Literally, everybody used to have this conversation. And I was wrong. Like I was being a fake bitch. I was wrong. But me and Nikisha, we also had this conversation several of times about how I always wearing this nappy ponytail. So this when y'all okay. So 4 eyes come in, we cool or whatever. So then another girl comes in. So this girl, she comes in. Let's give her a name. Let's call her a little bit, cause she was tiny. No, let's call that bitch Chihuahua, cause Chihuahuas they always be little with no bark. Whatever. Let's call her a little bit. I don't even want to be too shady. Anyway, so okay, little bit comes in. Little bit comes to our job now. So little bit is like a year older than me and what's that bitch name? Nikisha. Little bit is a year older than me. Nikisha, she's just small as hell. So Nikisha and Little Bit, they click, they're close, right? I ain't mad at that because there's other people at McDonald's I'm like really close with. I'm not just close with Nikisha. Now, Little Bit, she was cool, but she's just really on my type like that. It was something about her, we just didn't click like that. But she cool or whatever. She cool. So okay, y'all. So one day, me, Nikisha, and 4 eyes, we at work, we all at the register. Y'all, the McDonald's I worked there was so fucking ghetto. When I do more story times, y'all gonna see like it was like the soul plane. It was like the soul plane McDonald's. Like it was just so fucking ghetto. Like I have some stories, but anyway. So we at the registers, all like we register 1, 2, 3, 4. We all on register. We talking in between customers. So it has to be me. It gotta be me who opened my big ass mouth. So I just got to looking at 4 Eye, and I'm like, 4 Eye, why you won't never like do nothing to your hair? I shouldn't said that shit. And she, what you mean? You trying to be funny? And I'm like, no, I ain't trying to be funny, but it's like you got like long hair. Why don't you never like press it out, perm it or anything? So after that, like 4 Eye did kind of go off on me a little bit, as she should. Cause like I was lame as hell. I shouldn't did that. That shit was so extra. Even if I felt some type of way, I should have told that private, whatever. It was still bogus. I shouldn't have said the shit. I noticed though, as I tell her to 4 Eyes, I noticed Nikisha kind of rolls her eyes a little bit. So I ain't think too much of it. So like a little bit time ago, I think we had just got like a lunch rush. So then I'm trying to talk to Nikisha. Nikisha being so dry, rolling her ass, ain't saying shit to me, getting on her phone. Ain't saying shit to me. And I'm like, oh, you want to be one of them little bitches.
Them little bitches.
So y'all, I'm literally
bitches.
speaking. Like,
Bugging us for shit all the time.
Nikisha, and when I say this bitch ain't paying me no attention, I'm like, oh. But just earlier, I was your shoulder to lean on when the nigga told you was never wifey material, and your ass got to crying and he fucked your ass and left you. Bitch, just a few hours ago, I was the bestest of friends. And now you don't want to talk to me. So even if maybe she thought that I did too much, which I did do too much, but it's like, bitch, you could have told me that. So time go on, y'all, like eventually I'm just really getting a hint that Nikisha ain't fuck with me. She ain't saying shit to me. Right? Okay, cool. So Nikisha, y'all, literally just gets to start sneak dissing me on social media, on Facebook. Let's be specific. The bitch just got to sneak dissing me on Facebook, G. And I was like, what the fuck is this girl problem? So I think I got messages. If I have them, I'ma upload them. But I think I told her, like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, you got my number. If you feel some type of way, we work with each other. You ain't gotta do all that fake extra ass shit. So I think we're going back and forth. So like we not saying shit to each other. We steady going to work, not talking to each other, right? So it's getting awkward. People is noticing that we're not talking to each other. So I remember I was on the phone one day with Pooh. Y'all know Pooh, the one who did all type of fuck shit to me. Go catch up on them story times. If you don't know who Pooh is, start from the I don't know. Just go watch some videos about Pooh. I don't fucking know. But I remember I was on the phone with Pooh one day. I'm like, man, I ain't doing this shit no more with this girl. If she said anything else, I'm gonna just ask her, do she want to fight? Like, it was just crazy. And me and her was cool. Like, it was cool. So for me to even feel like, bitch, do you want to fight? It was crazy. Like, me and that girl was so cool. Like, at this time, I had moved all the way out south. I would still come all the way out west to on our off days to, like, be with her baby. Like, me and that girl used to be on the phone for hours. we both were kind of from the same area, like grew up in a, well, she had grew up like in a part of the area where, y'all remember Chicken, from whatever story time he was in, I don't fucking know. I found out that she knew Chicken and she knew Chicken best friend, and they all kind of like grew up in the same area. And me and that girl was like so fucking close. So I just can't believe she was coming at me like that. Or you could have just been 100 with me and told me whatever your issue was. So this is where the shit got a little. Well, I'm telling y'all everything that happened, but this is why I know this bitch picked a side and she was staying up. So, a little bit. So y'all, a little bit, she just has the personality. She kind of reminds me of Cardi B. Now, that might not be too bad for y'all, but to me, I like Cardi B, but sometimes I can understand like how I could probably get annoyed by Cardi B. Like sometimes y'all know how some people personality just be a little bit too much for you. That's all. Little bit was cool, but she had like a loud personality. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, you only 2 feet. Like, shut the fuck up. But anyway, yeah. So one day, me and Lil Bit get into it. Hold on, let me take a sip of wine for this shit. One day, I'm at work, and me and Lil Bit get into it. I don't know what me and this girl got to it about. Mind you, back then I was smaller too. I was smaller, but I was taller than Lil Bit. I was smaller but taller. So I really wasn't even trying to like get into it with that girl, because it's like, bitch,
Sleep, I'll
like
whoop
I
this
know I
hoe.
could have,
And
like
she
I
know
would
that.
have
But
brushed up
anyway,
her. Yeah, that kind of hurt it though. But but yeah. Anyway, so y'all, I don't know what me and Lil Bit got into it about, but y'all, it got heated. It got heated at McDonald's time to 1B that day. So this Lil Bit, this me. So no, at first, this like a little bit right here, and this is me. So we arguing. This bitch gets to walking towards me, doing her motherfucking hand like this, like she really finna do. So I'm like, oh, so now I'm doing it back. So we literally in each other's face, like, bitch, you not, bitch, you got me fucked up. First off, bitch, you got me fucked up. Like, we really like just like we really arguing. So somebody separate us. So we had I think they saw me home first, and then they saw a little bit home first. Or no, I think they saw a little bit home. No, they saw a little bit home first. I remember that because in the back of my mind, if I saw a little bit, I was gonna ask her if she wanted to get off at Rosemont. And yeah, if she wanted to get off at Rosemont. That was on my mind. So I think they saw a little bit home first. I get some home afterwards. And then as the shit is going on with me a little bit, y'all, what's that whole name? What's that girl name? Nikisha is on the side of Lil Bit. Not as if it's not like, I don't think Nikisha was trying to like jump on me or anything. But it's like Nikisha was making it clear like Lil Bit is her bitch. Like she gonna ride a little bit. That's how I was getting at it. And it's like, you like, girl, like don't do that. I didn't understand I really never understood what was the issue with me and Nikisha. But now it's like, bitch, fuck you, because now you really playing sides, and bitch, I done been there for you. I done been there through some things with you, and like you pick your side straight up. That's how I felt. My feelings was really hurt by it, because when I say me and that girl was close, we were super close. So and then they get on Facebook talking shit, whatever. So at this point, what's that? 4I had got pregnant again. 4I was pregnant, and we were going to 4I baby shower. So I had ended up going with this other girl. So I had met up with this girl that was really close to 4I's manager. We all at McDonald's, everybody was close, like really super close to somebody. So 4I was close to this girl. We're gonna give her a name because she comes up in the story time when I get fired. So 4I was really close with 4I was really close with what's a good name for this lady? Slowy. We're gonna call her Slowy. I like Slowy though. We still gonna call her Slowy. Anyway, 4I and Slowy was really close. So the day of the baby shower, I went to the baby shower. I had met up with Slowy and Slowy kids, and we had went to the baby showers together. And at the baby shower, that's when Nikisha and Nikisha's daughter came to the baby shower. So we all at the table with each other. Me, Sloey kids, Nikisha baby. Man, y'all, I've been in Nikisha baby life pretty much since she was a baby. So she knows who I am. So y'all, Nikisha baby stay trying to run up to me and give me a hug, trying to talk to me. Y'all, why the fuck is Nikisha steady slapping the shit out this little girl? And she's trying to hold me. Like, she's trying to run up to me. And I'm like, you was just one childish, petty ass bitch. For you to be hitting your daughter this hard because she's trying to speak to me is just fucking insane. I'm like, this bitch really don't fuck with me, G. She beating this baby brains out. This hoe don't fuck with me. That was pretty much it for this story. So eventually I got fired after do that story. Eventually I got fired. Me and Nikisha was never cool. It really hurted my feelings. I ain't even gonna lie to you. When my grandma died and I still went to work, I know I could have called off work and they would have let me be off with no problem, but I went to work the day she died. I went to work. I just thought I was gonna keep myself busy, and I was at work crying. And one thing about McDonald's, news do spread fast. And I don't know, it did kind of hurt my feelings that Nikisha like ain't check up on me, because it's like, girl, I know that you know what's going on. That did hurt my feelings. I ain't gonna lie to you. Eventually I got fired. Eventually I don't know. Everybody who was there got fired or quit. I think they said she quit, if I'm mistaken. I think she quit. I don't think she got fired. Years went by, and one day I did reach out to Nikisha. I think I ended up deleting her on Facebook because I just got tired of the whole sneak dissing. But like years later, I did end up reaching out to her because Nikisha was like really my friend at the time. Nikisha was really my friend, and at that point, I kind of like let the animosity go. And I checked on her, like, how you and the baby doing? And we were talking. I think she did apologize to me. We were supposed to link a few times. We never linked. We like each other's stuff on Facebook. We're back friends on Facebook. That's it. I think she apologized. Don't quote me. I think she apologized. And it sucks because Nikisha was like my friend, y'all. She really was my friend, but things happen. I'm happy for Nikisha now. She's doing good in life. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the story, how my friend just, that bitch turned weird, y'all. To this day, I don't know what turned the hoe so weird. And yeah, we got more stories about more McDonald bitches. The next bitch is gonna be Goofy, because that bitch was a fucking Goofy. And I met the Goofy bitch through Nikisha. But that was it, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Let me edit this video. Hopefully I can have it uploaded in a day or two. Until next time. Bye.